All right, I'll take it. Thanks, Wiz. Thanks, Kevin. If you are truly a sneaky Santa's helper, you can slip in some education along with the toys for the kids this year. You don't have to tell them that they're going to be learning something. That's because kids will be having too much fun playing with these great and affordable tech gifts. Joining us now is Irene Bal. She's from Loyola's University of Maryland School of Tech Ed, right?
Yes.
Ed Tech. Education Tech. It says School of Education, but I knew technology needed to be in there. So I'm glad you're with us. And you know what? This really is amazing.
Yes. So I brought a lot of different toys that we feature in our Ed Tech program at Loyola University. And they're all affordable, like you said. So everything on this table is less than $150.
How about that? Everything less than $150. And we've got a range of ages that this will be happy for?
So most of these are K-12, starting about 5 years old. You can go younger. The younger you go, the more support and supervision the students need, or the children need.
And quickly, why is it so important to perhaps consider a tech gift?
Well, technology is everywhere, and the students, it's not just, oh, here's a device, go play and watch videos. It's actually learn how to use that device and create within that device. And so with these kind of tech gifts, the students can critically think and problem solve. They're talking to us.
Someone's talking to us. They're like, can you guys stop talking and show me what I should be doing?
Yes.
All right, I'm just going to move your hair there.
There
we go. Okay, so let's get started.
Okay, so we're going to start with the Makey Makey. The Makey Makey works on invention and creativity. And so if you want to hold the gray side, we have the pre-made piano piece, and we have it with the Play-Doh. If you want to touch the Play-Dohs. So this is really awesome because it grows with your children, where this is already preloaded, so they can learn how to circuit and put this together, but then they can begin inventing their own programs within this as they grow older and more confident.
That is so cool. You see, I'm completing the circuit, so that's why I play. I love it. I love it. And what would be a good age for this?
This
I know it grows with the children, but can start as early as
2 to 3.
Wow, young. Okay, what's next?
All right, so I brought a lot of bots and drones with us, and these really work on computational thinking, computer science, and coding and programming. And so I have the Dash and Dot, which are the ones that are chatting with us. They're not turned on because they will take their, they like to take over, and they will push everything off the table. We also have the Sphero, and the Sphero, I was playing, it's all programmed, so you have to code what you want it to do, and this one will roll all over, and there's a jungle gym you can purchase like other pieces. I made it so it didn't roll because it will, again, roll off the table.
But just so people understand, so like you could code this one to play something. You could code this one to play with this one.
Yes.
To be like playmates. You know, it's interesting because I have a 7-year-old and he is all about coding. Like he loves it. He thinks it's the most fun thing. But there also seems to be a big push for it in the schools.
Yes, computer science is becoming a big push in especially Maryland, but in all schools. Nationwide. And so learning not just how to use computers, but actually how to program and design the products that are being made today is very important.
I think it's so important, too, is to learn how they work. You know what I mean? It's not just, like you said, learning how to do the iPad, but learn how the iPad works for you. All right, what else we have? I will say drones I find a little frustrating. We have bought a few drones in our time and have yet to master one.
So these drones are nice. These are Parrot drones, and they come with both the remote control, so you don't have to actually code, and they also come with the program that you can code them. And so I have my students code, and what we do is really talk about like what this means for children. And one thing I noticed in this studio is your cameras are not operated; they move on their own.
Yeah,
and robotic. And when you go to football games, I mean, the drones are moving on their own. They're tied so they don't get out of control.
Right.
But there's someone on the other end, computer programming them and flying those. And so having students understand that it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not just, you know, in the fun pieces.
There's someone on the other end moving our cameras, too. You just don't see.
Yes.
Okay, what else do we got going on down here?
I brought Breakout EDU. Have you done an escape room?
I have not, but I hear it's amazing.
So this is escape room in a box made for education, and it really works on critical thinking and problem solving and communicating, and it's really a family fun game. So it's not done individually; it's done as a whole group, and trying to break out. And so instead of like locking up the entire house, you can just lock up the box, and you have to break out of the box, and there's some kind of prize or something in it.
Oh wow!
This
okay,
is
what does that cost?
This one is $150.
$150, so that's the top of the line.
Yes.
Okay.
And it comes with all of the things you need, and a black light and those type of things, so you can create all. And there's already pre-made games, so you don't have to create your own.
Fascinating, right? Back in my day, we just played Monopoly with the family. You know what I'm saying? All right, it upgraded. Okay, this.
And then this is the last thing I brought. This is augmented and virtual reality. And so these are very cost effective. You can get the Oculus is really a hot one right now. They just came out with a new one, but it's very expensive, very, very expensive. And so these merge cubes, augmented reality, do you know Snapchat? So Snapchat lays some kind of image on top of your image or on top of the real world. That's augmented reality. And so these are cubes that children can hold that with an app, they'll be able to interact with the item. There's educational as well as games, as well as hold it. And so there's some that you have to turn it. And so it brings in that kinesthetic along with that technology.
That is just fascinating.
Yes.
Amazing. And quickly, just the last thing is obviously if you're doing this and the kids are doing it over break, they're not falling back and they're learning. They're actually continuing to learn even when they're off of school.
Yes.
Don't tell them. All right. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your insight and all the work y'all are doing.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Over to you guys.
9:52 right now. And before we head to break, we invite you this holiday season to help brighten the life of a child.